Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Pokemon Sun and Moon discussion. Today, I have Evan with me.
Again.
Yes, sir. And it is, of course, your buddy, Admiral Black here. And today, we're going to talk about all the new news that we got in Pokemon Sun and Moon today. Okay, so if we look at the trailer, the first thing we see is Type Null. Okay.
The very confusing name.
Very confusing name. Very confusing Pokemon. He looks weird. I mean,
he's a Chimera.
Yeah, basically. Although he's a synthetic Pokemon, I've been saying that the Pokemon in this region are created. Not all of them, of course, but at least the legendaries are. I was saying Magearna was created, obviously. Right?
Well, yeah.
That was the ancient
robot.
one. And now this guy, and I figured that we would get more created Pokemon, so this definitely helps support that. And I'm interested to see what other things we're going to get. So, it says... First of all, what are your thoughts? Initial thoughts, just looking at it.
Pure normal, not super good. I have a feeling he's going to learn the conversion attack, so he might have the ability to change his type based on his opponent, which will help.
Mm-hmm.
Battle armor is not a great ability. It's just a very much take away the chance of getting crits. Mm-hmm. That's about it. I will say, though, based on his description, he sounds like he's going to have very high base stats, and that might be enough to negate those things, especially because it also looks like he's going to have a very wide move pool, because he's part bird and part mammal and part fish, and I can imagine playing a lot of different moves, especially because he's a normal type.
Okay. So going off of what you just said, I went ahead and I spoiled myself and I read this description. So I'm going to read this description and then I want to hear what you have to say again after that, if anything you have actually sticks. Okay. So it says, this Pokemon wears a mask that has been dubbed Null, meaning nothing. The shapes of its front and hind legs are clearly different. The reason is that Type Null was constructed to synthesize the strengths of various Pokemon, enabling it to adapt to any situation.
Which I think fits with my move thing, especially the word constructed in there really sticks out.
Okay. The mask fitted to Type Null's head is a piece of equipment designed to control its latent power. It's extremely heavy, so it also serves to hinder Type Null's agility. To complete a certain mission, there was a need of a Pokemon powerful enough to rival those of Pokemon often spoken in mythology.
So a lot of power, not a lot of speed.
Yeah, a lot of power. Although, I think he's going to have another form. I think he's going to have a form where his helmet comes off.
Well, that'd be cool.
And he's going to get faster, and his types might change. And they say he's able to adapt to different situations. So I say either he's going to learn moves of different typings, or he's going to learn, or his typing is going to be able to change. Maybe if you give him different headpieces or something. I don't know how that's going to
cool.
work.
I'd like it if Battle Armor could be swapped for something, because it is not a good ability.
You think so?
Yeah. Our next Pokemon is Jangmo-o. The scaly Pokemon, pure Dragon type, and you were saying that you think it's probably going to be our pseudo-legend for this gen, like Bagon and Gibble. It's got two very good abilities in Bulletproof and Soundproof. Soundproof is very good, especially with what we're going into from the current meta, where we see a lot of Pixelate Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is extremely common attack in meta right now, so Soundproof gets rid of that weakness right away. And then Bulletproof gets rid of a lot of other really powerful attacks like Shadow Ball, which is used a lot. That's probably the most common one. I think it blocks Aura Sphere and a couple other really good attacks. But yeah, they're two very good, very protective abilities for it. So I think it's going to, depending on what this guy evolves into, if it's Dragon something else, or even if it's Pure Dragon. Because Pure Dragon by itself is not a bad type.
Well, I'm happy because it's a dinosaur. That's so cool that we have a dinosaur. Another, dinosaur Pokemon.
Every Dragon-type Pokemon is based off a dinosaur, though.
That's true. That's true. I'm not going to argue that. So, this guy looks like he's going to be very strong. I think he's going to be like the Noivern of the region, clearly. Clearly, he's a pre-evolution. Clearly, he evolves. I think he's going to evolve one time, and he's going to be the equivalent of Noivern.
Unless he evolves into Drampa.
No.
He's
please.
not. He's not.
No, don't do me like that. All right. So, let's see. Is there anything useful here?
Not really. I've read through it before.
Nah, okay. Well, that's it on him. I think we're going to wait and see what he evolves into to really talk about him. All right,
Next is Faticate.
We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. The fat one. The large one. Faticate.
Faticate.
All right, so...
I never compared his weight, actually. He's 56 pounds. I'm wondering how much normal Raticate weighs now.
I'll tell you what he weighs.
Less than that?
He's a disappointment. That's what he is.
I like this guy. I kind of like the dark normal typing just because there's a lot of good utility moves you can get with that. Like stab quick attack is always good. Stab normal attacks in general are actually very good.
You get stab sucker punch. That's
stab sucker punch as well as stab pursuit. You get a lot of good stab to a lot of good just tricky moves. His two abilities are Gluttony is a bad ability. It just makes it so you eat berries fast. Hustle, depending on what you do with it, can be good, but there's no real good Hustle Pokemon right now. What Hustle does is it boosts moves power by 50%, but drops accuracy, I think, to 80 or 90. I think it's 80.
It drops it by 30%.
I think it's not that much. I think it's only 20.
Oh, I thought it was drop your accuracy by 30%.
Well, basically, it makes you extremely inaccurate, but much more powerful. So, like, I would want to run Hone Claws on this thing or something if I was going to do that.
Yeah, basically, guys, he fodder. No reason for him to be a dark and normal.
You just don't like the 4x fighting weakness. Everyone I talk to hates the 4x fighting weakness.
Nobody wants that shit.
I don't think it's that big a deal.
All right. Clearly, we're a little bit split on that. But we can both agree that neither one of us are training this Raticate, though, right?
Not during the game.
Okay.
Afterwards.
Okay, is exactly what I'm saying. All right.
I'm going to catch it, though.
Next in the trailer, we got to see that Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon will have to be set in 2 different time zones, okay?
So our Sun players will be playing during the day, and our Moon players during the night. For the titles.
Yes, sir. Which is actually really cool. So they're going to be set at a 12-hour difference.
And they showed a couple of things about differences between the regions, or difference between the versions, where, like, we saw earlier that one of the Totem Pokemon you fight is Gumshoos. But in Moon, you fight Alolan Raticate instead. And there's apparently going to be a couple things like that. I don't know if all the Totem Pokemon will be shifted, but it'd be interesting.
Probably, I think it's also going to affect...
I don't think Lurantis. Like, Lurantis was proven to be a Totem Pokemon. That's a very sun-based Pokemon.
I think in Pokemon Moon, because a lot of gang activity happens, like, at nighttime, so I think that in Pokemon Moon, you're going to deal more with Team Skull. While in Pokemon Sun, you might deal more with Aether. You know what I mean? Like, in the overall plot of the game. Like, maybe you're doing a trial, and Team Skull comes up, and they stop you in Pokemon Moon. But in Pokemon Sun, Team Aether may divert you and just ask for your help. You know, if they are not bad guys. You know what I mean? They may say, hey, we need your help with this to move this rock. You know, while in Moon, Team Skull might be like...
They're totally bad guys. They're just going to hide it until, like, the last arc.
They might be. I mean, they have to be, because like I said, Team Skull looks like they can turn good.
Yeah, these guys look good and are probably actually evil.
All right, so...
It's like they say creepy things.
All right, so we got the Aether Foundation. Works in Alola regions. The foundation goal is to care for the Pokemon that have been hurt. Get out of here, man. That's such a lie. They're constructed an artificial island called Aether Paradise. There, they not only provide shelter for Pokemon, but also conduct various research projects. It seems that the main character will also be able to visit Aether Paradise during his adventure. I'm calling it now that this is the place that you go to after you beat the league. After you clear all the challenges, because since there's not that many trial captains, I think they're going to have you beat that part of the game very early on. And then you're going to have a whole nother half of the game where you're actually dealing with, like, actual story and everything.
That would be cool.
Because everybody complains about post-game.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of trial captains, though, we've only just seen 4.
That's true.
I have this feeling there's going to be, like, 1 for each type, except for Dark and Poison.
I agree. But I also believe that all this Aether stuff, you're going to see them before, but all the big story, just like we got the Delta episode and
it's like...
in Omega Ruby Sapphire, I think we're gonna get something similar here.
Only much longer and more in depth.
Yes,
and that's and like we'll probably run into our legend. Like we might see our legend at the end of our trials as kind of like a, hey, here's your big sign of being like passing your trials as Pokemon acknowledges you, but you don't catch it till maybe after this part.
Right.
If they do it.
Right. I agree.
So we got 3 members, and then they got their own grunts. We got
their grunts look nice though.
I like the hats. I like all the pouches actually. It's weird.
Their outfits are very original.
Yeah. They look much more organized. They come across as like we're trying not to seem evil, or like if you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, like the Society of Light type things, where they all are pretending to be light and good and everything, and they're all just evil and dicks.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So you want to talk about your theory with them?
Oh yeah. So there's another character we got introduced to in this trailer. Another member of Team Skull whose name is Gladion. He and the leader of the Aether Foundation, Lusamine, as well as a character we saw at the very beginning of the game, Lily, all look extremely similar. Like, they all have the same white blonde hair, they all have the same green eyes, and they seem to have similar philosophies because Lily talks about like she doesn't like seeing Pokemon battle. Lusamine like loves all Pokemon in a very creepy way by the sound of it, and just wants to protect them all. And Gladion talks about he doesn't want to fight you because he just doesn't want to hurt your Pokemon because it'd be a waste, is how he puts it. But they all kind of have this philosophy of I don't want to hurt Pokemon, and I feel like they're all related. That's just kind of my theory. Is I feel like they're going to be related, and that's going to be not such a big thing that's revealed, but just like a little character thing that kind of adds to the story. Is that we got these like the white, the black, and the neutral ground on everything.
I think it will be cool because it shows like you have a family of people. Maybe they all had a similar experience. Maybe they all got introduced to maybe one of the legendaries of the region early on. Maybe they got hurt, they helped it, or I don't know, something like that. But they all got these different mentalities about it. You know, one just doesn't like to fight, while one fights when necessary, and the other one wants to help cure, help Pokemon. So maybe they all had the same experience that gave them all these different point of views or these different philosophies when it comes to Pokemon. That would be a very interesting theory. I'm waiting for more information to come out so we can try to prove or disprove it, because I think that would be very awesome to do, especially to have some kind of like theory video on that. That would be hype, so we can say you called it.
Yeah.
All right. Then there was Gladion. Gladion was shown. We just talked about him.
Oh wait, I didn't notice this. His partner Pokemon is the mysterious type Null.
Oh, well, I just support your theory anymore. How the hell he get it?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Because, like, that's, like, a genetically altered Pokemon. He's a member of this, like, ragtag group of gang members.
Yeah.
How do you get a synthetic Pokemon? That's a little weird. I'm going to be interested to discover what happens with that.
Unless he,
stole it.
Or defected.
Because I have a feeling that, like, something we're going to talk about a little later is totally tied into, like, the Aether group.
No, he either stole it or he didn't like what his sister was doing and he defected. If he's related.
Yeah.
Alright, next we got,
those two, like, Dexio and Cecena, who were in X and Y, who were the weird assistants to Professor Sycamore?
Yep.
Professor Sycamore, who wore the masks and were running around, like, the Team Flare hideouts. They're back!
I'm actually really happy they're back.
They were funny. They didn't get enough screen time.
No, it's cool because it shows that this is in the same time era as X and Y.
Yeah.
Like, the same time, not in a future, which is really good because, like I was telling Evan, how I think that Pokemon, the technology in the Pokemon world is so much more advanced than the technology that we have here on Earth. Them creating synthetic Pokemon is not far-fetched.
I mean, it's like, we do that to a degree, but, like, not, like, Chimera degree. It's like, here's a goat that spits spider silk. You know, like, we have that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's like, that's very minor things. Like, we have, like, fish that glow like jellyfish, and cats that glow like jellyfish, and monkeys that glow like jellyfish. We have a lot of things that glow like jellyfish.
Hey,
we're going to be talking about something like that later.
Yep.
But we're talking now about Zygarde.
Alright, so Zygarde. So they're going around. They give you an item called the Zygarde Cube, and they ask you to collect Zygarde cells through the Alola region. Obviously, we can both agree that you're going to be getting a Zygarde, right?
Yeah, you're going to be getting Zygarde.
They might even be introducing a new Zygarde form in this game.
Well, we're getting the new forms. It's like they've already confirmed we're getting complete in 10%. I don't think there's going to be another form.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's your percents. So, Zygarde's a very interesting Pokemon. I think he's going to be very important to the game. Not too important to the story, but I think he is going to have his importance there because I'm very positive that they're studying Zygarde cells. I'm very positive that if Aether is creating synthetic Pokemon, they have a Zygarde cell, and they are studying it to see how Zygarde is able to transform shape and change its cellular structure. And I think that they are using that to study and create these synthetic Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's my theory. That's what I think is going on. And the fact that Zygarde is in the game, or at least its cells are scattered through Alola. I don't know why it's scattered through Alola.
Yeah, because it is a Kalos local Pokemon.
Yeah, or I wouldn't even be surprised if they created Zygarde.
I don't think so. Zygarde's an ancient Pokemon, kind of like Xerneas and Yveltal. It's like, it's the keeper of, like...
Okay.
Well, they're based on a trinity of things... Not trinities, it's actually 4, but from Norse mythology.
That's true. Well, I personally think that Zygarde cell is... The cells that they're studying from Zygarde is what they're using to create.
Yeah, it might be there because they took it there to study it.
Right.
I can see that happening.
That's what I truly believe is going on. Alright, so after that, we got the, basically, Pokemon
Snap 2.
So my thing with this is I feel like this is just a test run for them to see if it's popular here. I feel like they are gonna introduce.
Dude, everyone wants Pokemon Snap too.
Everybody wants it, and I feel like if they just give us this and that's it, people will be happy, but not happy enough. Let's just say that.
You can see the back of Rotom.
Oh yeah, you can.
He's all like tech detailed.
Yeah, you can.
And he also got a camera. It's
so
weird. You think he's got eyes in the back of his head then?
Maybe. I mean, he's taking over the Pokédex.
Yep.
So this feature allows you to take pictures of Pokemon you find. It's loaded into the Rotom Dex, and when you use the Pokefinder in certain photo spots scattered throughout Alola region, you can take pictures of Pokemon. The pictures will be the equivalent. Well, it will be evaluated, and as you take better pictures, more features like the ability to zoom in become available.
Kind of like in Pokemon Snap.
This is Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
This is a watered-down version that they're just giving us to test it out.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it's good, then we might get something either on DS or Wii U. What I wanted them to do you remember that 3DS, when we had 3DS first came out, and we had, like, you use your camera to find the legendaries and stuff? I feel like they're going to use something like that, VR, to kind of take pictures of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, VR is extremely popular. I can see that happening.
That's what I think the direction of Pokemon Snap's gonna go. That you use your DS and you kind of move around and you'll be able to catch Pokemon chilling in your room and stuff, but not like Pokemon
I feel like that's
Go.
too much like Go though. It's like
Not like
I feel
Pokemon
like
Go.
you need an environment. Like the
Well,
ability to
that's the
move
thing.
around the environment would be good and take pictures.
Well,
but,
if
like,
they do
like, you need
what is it? Augmented reality? I think it's augmented reality.
augmented.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but if they do that, then they're able to create an artificial background, and then you're moving and you're able to find these Pokemon. So
It's
you're
more
moving
VR than AR though, because if you're in
think
the
so?
environment too, that's VR.
You think so?
Yeah, it's like, but it's
Well, I mean,
like,
you're
if
looking
you're
through
looking through
your-
the screen, it's like it's a watered down VR, which would still work for me.
Yeah,
It's not- it's
that's
not
what I
like-
feel like. I feel like your camera and you're moving, but when you're moving, it's not the
Yeah,
world.
you're looking
that's-
through the lens of a camera into a fake world, but
Exactly.
like I would still be cool, and it shows that we can get Dragonite.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of excited about that. Like they show Dragonite flying around in one of the areas.
But are
Unless
we
it's
gonna get the leaked Alola Dragonite, the Dragon and Fairy, which I hope to God they do. I really do hope they do that. That would be awesome.
I'm indifferent.
A Dragon and Fairy type. All right, and the last thing that they really showed us was UB01.
The first Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beast. All right, so in Alola, rumors are flying around that mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beast. Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. Calling it right now, Aether created a Pokemon that they cannot control, like they always do. Team Skull, Aether, and your character, the entire Alola region, are going to have to come together to take them down, and that's going to be the whole story of the post-game.
I was actually thinking an XD01 thing.
I'm calling it right now, guys. That's what I'm saying. It appears that the Aether founder is also conducting research on these Ultra Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
What I tell you? Okay. According to the rumors, multiple Ultra Beasts exist, each of them called by a code name.
So,
Question is, can you catch it?
I don't know.
They
It's like,
didn't
I'm
show-
wondering if they're boss characters. Because they never, throughout all this, throughout the trailer too, they never refer to Ultra Beasts as Pokemon.
Right.
They're like, they could be Pokemon, but they could be a different type of creature.
There might be something you just battle, and
yeah,
that's
like,
it. They might finally introduce.
It's not like that's not something entirely new, because when you went to Black and White 2 and Pokestar Studios, you could fight like Mecha Tyranitar, and you could fight a Black Belt, and you could fight all these like not actually Pokemon. Mecha Tyranitar was cool. I always wanted to catch one.
That's what I think. I think they're just gonna be bosses. I think, like I said, I think you're gonna have beaten the game, and this is just post-game story. And when you get to this guy, it's gonna be the ultimate payoff because you get to defeat.
Well, there's more than one, they say. So
Yeah,
like
you're probably gonna-
UB01 is the first, at least, cited
Yeah.
Ultra Beast.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go out and find them.
Yeah, an Ultra Beast design, like I was talking about, like the whole Lily and siblings thing earlier. This thing also, when I first saw it, reminded me of Lily because it's like long girlish hair with the hat. Also, I want to talk about jellyfish because I was talking about how we mix everything with jellyfish.
Yeah, we do.
But like, I'm like worried because they talk about how it's like it's kind of girly and like its mannerisms and stuff, and it makes me wonder if they turned like a person into a Pokemon, kind of.
No, I don't think so. I think they're
because
just...
I'm just saying because if they did that, there is no way they would allow you to catch this.
No, that's true.
If this is originally human at all, there's a 0% chance they were going to let you catch it because there is so much wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's shoving a person in a Pokeball. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Although you're not supposed to shove a Pokemon either. You know, they have feelings too, Evan.
I wouldn't.
But, well, yeah, that's pretty much all of our predictions, wouldn't you say, for what's going on lately, right?
Glass jellyfish.
Yeah.
They didn't tell us anything about this thing. There's no type. There's no weight. There's no like size.
It just says it's composed of a glass-like substance. However, it's constantly changing shape, never settling on. You know what? I bet this is just its base form. I bet every time we see it, it's going to be a different form. And I bet UB01 is referring to its forms.
I feel like it's. I don't think that's going to be it. I feel this is more like a Genova thing where it's like you run into a bunch of times, it just looks different every time it gets stronger or whatever.
Yeah, probably. I bet it changes. I don't know. There's so much thing. While evidence of something like a survival instinct can be observed in UB01, no one knows whether it has a will of its own
or any emotions. It said that for some reason its movements resemble those of a young girl.
What they? Oh look.
I knew that because I read that.
All right, guys. So going off your theory, what if this is one of the siblings to the Aether people, and it is a Pokemon, and that's why they care about Pokemon so much? For the leader of the Aether, Gladion, Lily. Like, what if they had a fourth sibling that they turned into a Pokemon?
Or that somehow got I don't know that. Or like Luna, whatever her name was, because I already forget her name because it's long and weird. It was like, what if her experimentation went too far and that's why like Gladion defected?
Yeah.
And her like maybe Lily doesn't know about it or something.
She's just too young.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. All right, guys. So much mystery going on right now.
This is like the most excited I am for a Pokemon story.
Yes.
I think ever.
Yes, same here. So thank you guys for watching this video. We will be doing another discussion the second we get more information because this was exciting.
And not skip 3 trailers.
No, we're sorry about that, guys. We're sorry. We'll do better next time. All right, guys.
Pulverizing pancake. That looks cool.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.